God morning, God morning. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hopefully, everybody's doing all right today. Happy Wednesday to you. And this week, we've been talking about forgiveness. Monday, we talked about God said, if you don't forgive others, neither will He forgive you. So, forgiveness is crucial. And then Tuesday, we talked about forgiving yourself. It is also crucial that you forgive yourself, release yourself. Don't go around beating yourself up. Love thy neighbor as thyself. So love and forgive yourself as you love and forgive others. And so today we want to talk about put your forgiveness into action. Don't just talk it. Don't just run the church and try to ask God to make it right, but He wants you to do something about it. That's why He said in Matthew 5:23 and 24, if you bring your gift to the altar and remember that you have something going on, a controversy between you and your brother, He said, leave your gift at the altar and first go and be reconciled to your brother. Then come back and offer your gift. Don't be running up in there trying to pray and make things right. He said, go out there and do your part to make things right. And if you can't do, if you go to them and they don't accept your forgiveness, then that's on them. But we got to do our part. A lot of people like to run the church and say, God, I forgive them. Forgive me what I did to them. However, but God said, no, I want you first go out there and try to make it right. Try to clean things up. And so our forgiveness got to be put into action. We can't put it off on God and say, Lord, forgive me for what I did to that person. No, He's saying, I want you to go to that person. Don't be running up in the church and trying to make like you such a Christian and Lord, forgive me. No, I want you to go to them because God is looking at what we do to one another. Good morning to my cousin Sharon. God bless you this morning. God is watching how we treat one another. And so He's saying, how you going to be so right with me and you not right with your sisters and brothers? That's the same thing what John meant when he said, how can you love God whom you cannot see and hate your brothers whom you see every day? God is watching us. So how you going to have a relationship with God but not have a relationship with people here, your sisters and brothers here? At least do your part. He said, go and be reconciled to them. So if they don't accept your reconciliation, your forgiveness, your apology, or if they don't try to make things right, that's on them. But we got to put our forgiveness into action. Good morning. God bless you, Brother Gary Walker. God bless you this morning. Thank you. And so we got to put our forgiveness into action. How can you love God whom you cannot see and not love your brother? How you gonna forgive? We at church talking about, Lord, forgive me for what I did to that person. God said, nope, get up, get out of that church and go out there and be reconciled to them. Go to them. Don't try to pray it right without trying to make it right. Nothing wrong with praying, but He said, first go out there and do your part. We like to put everything off on God to make it right, but do your part to make it right. So true forgiveness calls for action on our part. God morning to you, Pastor Willie White. God bless you this morning. True forgiveness calls for action on our part to go out there and at least try to be reconciled. Try to get the thing right. And He didn't say who's at fault. He just said go. They could be the person that hurt you, but you still go to them and try to make things right. Try to be reconciled. Try to clear up the controversy. That's what God is looking for. He ain't asking who's right or who's wrong. Try to clear things up. And don't be trying to run to the church. Nope, he said, get up first, go to them, then come back to the church and offer your offering. You can't pay your way into heaven. You can't pay your way into relationships with people. No, God wants us to put it into action, our forgiveness into action. Try to work it out. That's what true forgiveness is all about, going to one another in spite of who's at fault. That's right. It's something that we have to do. All right. So thank you all. Remember tonight, we got our Bible class tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. And it's going to be open forum tonight. We've had a few Wednesdays where we talked about several things. And so I always like to open up and talk about what you may want to talk about. So it's going to be open forum tonight. And we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. So y'all be sure to trust the process and keep God first throughout your day.